Yo guys, what's going on? It's your boy Big Arc. Today we're back with another video and we're going to be going through a challenge that has never been seen before on YouTube. So sit back, relax, and enjoy episode 1 of this never before seen journey. Alright, so tuning into this video, we're looking at my boy here. This is a troll druid that I just created, and his name, you probably couldn't have guessed it, is weight loss. So, the terms of this challenge is a little different than anything I've ever seen. I've seen gold bound, I've seen expansion locked, I've seen zone locked, I've seen all these other different types of challenges, and I even tried to do one with spell locked. Episode 1 is out right now, and believe me, I have not forgotten about that guy. We are going to be continuing on the journey. In fact, I just have to edit another video. But the purpose of today's video is going to be episode 1, where I have decided to take myself on a fitness challenge and use World of Warcraft to be my mediator and also my limiting factor. Now, you're probably wondering what I mean. So when I made this character, I also spent so much time making an add-on where it's going to basically allow me to input my steps, input my physical activity, and allow a certain amount of experience to be able to be played for. So you'll see here, I started doing some leveling, and on this troll druid, it's going to go pretty fast, but the introduction process to when I make something like this is how I'm going to basically have to enter in my steps every time. There's going to be a running total for the experience points, and I'm going to be playing and questing my way and finally getting towards that cap. So, how do I decide how much experience points I'm going to be able to earn? Well, that's all based on my physical activity, specifically my steps. So I do have my phone tracker for this first episode just because I left my Fitbit at home and I'm on a work trip right now while I make this video. But it will be going off of my Fitbit steps, basically everything that I accumulate until I sit down the next time I play World of Warcraft. I will enter it in as my steps, and then from there I will be able to unlock a certain amount of experience. So you can see on here, already questing, already going through it. Experience is building up, and there's going to be a little surprise when I do hit that experience cap that's going to reward me with another physical challenge to kind of progress even further. So to break it down, to get from level 1 to level 80, I will need to gain 10,582,685 experience. And when I was first making this add-on and when I was first breaking it down, when I was calculating it, I was like, I'm definitely going to do a 1-for-1. I definitely did not realize how long that was going to take and how I was going to be able to do this. So, for the challenge purposes here, every step that I take will be equal to 5 experience that I can gain. So, if I take 20,000 steps in a day, I can earn 100,000 XP. When I'm leveling up at the smaller levels, this will definitely balloon pretty fast, as you know, there's going to be a decent amount of experience for me to go through, especially with the low levels having such low caps per level. But as I get higher and higher and higher, you'll see those actually play out to maybe it's 1 level per video, maybe a level and a half, significantly slower than the beginning where we'll be going through more than 1 level per video. So basically, with the rough math, we're going to be looking at just over 2.1 million steps, which I feel like will be, an added bonus, added incentive for me to do it. If I'm going off of that, I want to set myself a timeline to follow as well. So going off my rough math, if I'm averaging 20,000 steps per day, this will take me about 105.8 days to complete. But because this is a fitness challenge where I'm going to be doing physical activity, my daily steps combined with a workout, trying to push myself before each play session, I'm going to be trying to have enough steps where I can complete this challenge in 90 days. So I'll have a tracker going on for each episode, with the editing and everything like that. I'm going to try to do an episode per day because I feel like that would be really cool. But if it ends up being a little bit too much with my work, my travel schedule, just to do the editing, I will have to maybe do it every few days at a time and just keep some updates going. How I want to make this more interesting is I'm going to be recording parts of my day as well where I'm doing things, and also incorporate that mix with the gameplay to kind of see, if I did a certain workout, how much experience I unlocked, if I did a certain step goal, what I'm getting from that, and so on and so forth. So for the first episode, I am going to be going off of my Apple Health from my phone just because I work today. I have my phone in my pocket all day, and after work, I just kind of chilled. Just so to keep it light for today, I'm going to be doing 41,985 experience. I know you probably see that already entered as the leveling is going, but pretty much after I hit this point, I will have to do some extra to kind of catch up if I go over, and then hopefully I can kind of record that process as well. The goal for this is I do want to be losing a little bit of weight because I'm going to be focusing on diet as well. So if I feel comfy at the end of this challenge, I'm definitely going to post some before and after photos, but I feel like this will be a very cool idea for me to kind of mix World of Warcraft and also real life fitness. So this is something that I haven't really seen done on YouTube before. Like I've seen people do like motion capture, and I've seen a lot of people do just kind of like walking on a VR treadmill, and they're walking a distance and doing steps that way. But I've never really seen like a fitness to XP system that would take you from level 1 to level 80. So who knows, if we get to level 80 and the series is pretty well liked, then I would be down to do some other challenges where I have to do a certain amount to kill a certain boss in a raid, or vice versa, like to clear a heroic dungeon, I'd have to do a certain amount of fitness activity or a string of fitness activities. But that could be all judged along the way, as I go through this series. If you guys have any things that you feel like would improve the series, or also some other recommendations on how to go about it, that would be absolutely awesome. We're nearing the end of this first video here. You're going to see what happens as soon as we hit that extra experience. So this is a custom-made add-on that I made for myself. If you are interested in this add-on, if there's a little bit of inspiration for you to try and do the same, let me know. I'd love to work on a way to share it. This just took me a long time to code by myself, just because yeah, I'm not super great at coding, but taking some C and Lua, I was able to complete this. So I do want to say thank you for sticking around for this first episode as we did this first amount of experience. Episode 2, you're going to see more of that real life stuff incorporated, showing my day to day, everything that I do to kind of get these steps, and you'll see my progress along the journey. So if you think this is interesting, please sub, please like, please leave a comment on the video, and stay tuned for more. After all, it's been your boy Big Arc. Peace.